Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Monday. Hope your week is off to a great start. We're discussing some of the possibilities that we'll be seeing pretty soon, next month actually, in a post-Bitcoin halving world. Some analysts are suggesting that the digital asset could be set to boom in conjunction with that variable, as well as the fact that hopefully by then, or at least later on in the summer, we'll be living eventually in a post-COVID-19 era. We'll take a look at that from a couple of different perspectives. We'll also take a look at Digibyte, which has some updates. It's up 2.9% on the day. And then finally for today, we'll end with this sponsored piece looking at the AAX exchange here on Altcoin Buzz with this review by Annie. Let's first however take a look at the markets today. CoinMarketCap.com, we sit at $202.6 billion right now. Things are down a little bit, but they've been running up for the better part of a week now. Bitcoin still above 7K, however down 2.8% in these last 24 hours. Projects down 2, 3, 4, 5% overall. Bitcoin sits currently at $7,025.89. So importantly, still above that 7K floor, that baseline that exists right now as support, and the dominance right now at 63.5%. Okay, from the other day at Altcoin Buzz IO, the value of something useful is only realized once it's scarce. This is pretty much a universal. It goes for all things, and call it just human psychology, but that does seem to be a universal principle. Enter the Bitcoin halving. It is coming next month in May of 2020. It's right around the corner. Say no to burr. E27.co is looking at why Bitcoin is set to boom, potentially, in a post-COVID-19 era. With a global recession looming, purchasing power of traditional currencies is bound to be impacted. Enter Bitcoin, of course, and the many advantages associated with it. To a certain extent, it did not really perform as a safe haven asset that we all would have wanted to see, but again, long-term horizon. It's all about the long-term horizon. Of course, the comparison has been made in the past. Bitcoin is akin to digital gold, but let's fast forward to this year specifically. Yes, there were some pretty nasty market movements to the downside. In fact, 40% drops last month in particular. We're talking about March 12th, 13th or so. That was a very nasty time. However, Bitcoin has rebounded significantly, and at the time of this writing, it has increased by approximately 70% from its lowest point this month. Not bad. The argument is thus made that although the volatility is terrifying, the recovery aspects of it are actually also appealing, because for those that are traditionally in the stock markets, they've lost quite a bit as well, but they haven't rebounded to the same extent. So with the global recession looming, purchasing power of traditional currencies is bound to be impacted. And for those who understand the benefits of cryptocurrency, I predict there will be a surge of interest in owning Bitcoin. This will be mainly down to cryptocurrency's ability to alleviate a portion of pending pressure on traditional markets as we enter a global economic downturn. So in other words, it can act as a financial hedge, as a diversification asset that, hey, just in case other stuff goes poorly, you'll have this in your portfolio. I think it's more than that, however. I think people are seeing that there's a growing mistrust or perhaps a frustration with central bank monetary fiscal policy, and people are seeing more and more that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but let's talk about Bitcoin for the sake of illustration, it's a technology that is not affected by the decisions made by politicians, whether you agree with them or not. Bitcoin is dictated solely, its circulating supply, for example, is dictated solely by the algorithm that defines it. And so for a lot of people that are against this endless, infinite quantitative easing, people like myself, for example, I think they're opening up to the idea of Bitcoin, again, in this post-COVID-19 context. Let's take a look at this analysis here on CryptoPotato.com. Bitcoin bottom is in, as those who needed to sell it did on the 12th of March. The Wolf of All Streets here tweeting on the 18th of April, Bitcoin has retraced the majority of the dramatic crash on March 12th, over 80%. There are a number of theories for why price dropped so hard. The most logical, and the one supported by those in the know, is that Bitcoin dropped because it is a liquid asset. In other words, it's easy to sell. And we've talked about this before. No matter what space you're in, there was a liquidity pinch, and a lot of people needed money in a hurry. It wasn't necessarily a refusal or a rejection of Bitcoin, but in a way, it spoke to Bitcoin's ability to generate cash quickly as a high liquidity asset. Well, now there's another variable to consider. The Bitcoin halving is coming up 3 weeks from now, which might have also helped cause the current Bitcoin rally. finally, with a 50% reduction in Bitcoin block subsidy rewards, there could be a positive trend as people seek to accumulate Bitcoin, anticipating positive price movements. It's all supply and demand, right, guys? It's all about finding that equilibrium point on the curve, and scarcity breeds value. It is a universal, as much as it can be, a universal economic law. And it could well be that interest in Bitcoin leading up to the halving is led by the institutional investors. So the Wall Street Journal recently covered the fact that Renaissance's Medallion Fund was up 24% in 2020 through April 14th in comparison with the S&P 500 index that has fallen 11.4% through April 14th. And Medallion uses mathematical models, and its conviction that Bitcoin futures could be a profitable area to apply them indicates positive institutional sentiment around the liquidity of Bitcoin. Many other examples exist as well. Check out the full list here. That was just one on CryptoPotato.com. However, let's switch gears now and let's look at Digibyte for just a second, which is up 2.7% in these last 24 hours. Here, Crypto Mug Investors Podcast. Hashtag Digibyte Josiah Spackman, DGB exchange listings, mining and staking privacy plans. If you love DGB, then you don't want to miss this one. Watch and listen here. You have options on both YouTube and on Apple iTunes, where they talk about the team, the project, their ambitions, the roadmap that lies ahead, and all that has to do with the technology behind Digibyte. And here, Change Angel, Team ChangeAngel.io's cryptocurrency of the day has to be Digibyte coin. It has made its way back into the top 50 on CoinMarketCap, and the tech is amazing. Plus, it is so fast. Come and get some DGB at ChangeAngel.io. We love Digibyte, as you can see here. They're certainly behind the team. Lunar Crush social listening for crypto. Current alt-rank leaders on lunarcrush.com. Hashtag alt-rank equals increasing social activity plus price performance versus Bitcoin plus rising trading volume. You have a bunch of them here. TomoChain currently at number 1. Digibyte at number 2, followed by Tezos, Ethereum, and Chainlink. We've been covering Lunar Crush lately, more recently, but as you can see, those are the top alt-rank leaders, again, in these past 24 hours. And finally, today we are looking at this sponsored piece on altcoinbuzz.io, Navigating Market Volatility with AAX, article by Annie. The digital asset exchange as partner platform of LSEG offers trading of high liquidity digital assets, over-the-counter spot and futures markets. So, as we all know, the crypto market is highly volatile. We've been talking about that just today. A December 2019 report published by SFOX shows that compared to cryptocurrencies, the price of traditional investment mediums like gold and S&P 500 have been more stable. And it's certainly no secret that they've been more stable. Annie writes here about the March Black Swan event, talking about the 12th, 13th of March. Bitcoin's price just over that time alone went from $7,900 to $4,800 in one day. So volatility to some certainly may be intimidating, and maybe it's not exactly a quality that you're looking for. To a new investor, the volatility might bring with it a sense of fear and uncertainty. But however, for advanced traders, this brings with it a plethora of opportunities. And AAX is an exchange that provides the right platform, safety features, and tools for both beginner and advanced users. First and foremost, AAX is a digital asset exchange developed in collaboration with the London Stock Exchange Group's LSEG technologies. It's the first cryptocurrency and digital asset exchange to be powered by LSEG Technologies' Millennium Exchange Matching Engine, and the first exchange to join the London Stock Exchange Group's partner platform. AAX focuses on trading high liquidity digital assets as well as over-the-counter, spot, and futures markets. And more about all that is available here. You can read about their spot trading features. Again, the whole emphasis here is that this is serving a wide range of clients, both those new to the investment space, beginners and veterans alike. And if you're so inclined, you can check out the spot trading feature. Again, that would be perhaps more slanted toward the beginners. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can also look into the futures trading. Information on that is here. Leverage trading also exists. And by the way, if you'd like to try these things and you are more of a beginner, you are unfamiliar with them, of course, there are tutorials and examples that are available for you to learn more and more as you go along. default fund, vanilla contract, over-the-counter OTC. And some of the advantages of that partnership with the London Stock Exchange Group are as follows. AAX is very much leveraging the Millennium Exchange matching engine technology, and this is incidentally the first deployment of the technology in the cloud. And this allows for configurations to trade any type of product in any market. And additionally, it combines reliability with scalability thanks to its rule-based, distributed, and fault-tolerant technology design. Here's the roadmap for 2020. In Q2, AAX plans to launch native token AAB. Their wealth management part 1 borrowing is going to come into effect. Tokenized commodities will include gold. In Q3, wealth management part 2, lending, staking, Bitcoin dimensions contracts will come into play in Q2, as will multi-asset as collateral for trading options. And in Q4, we're going to see margin calling options and social trading and a trading bot. Check out Annie's article in full. We're very excited about the AAX exchange. You can learn more about the exchange itself. You can also learn about the AAB token and its launch. For all of this, you can sign up here with the Altcoin Buzz exclusive link. We'll include this in the description below. But again, check out our article, check out the link for more information about AAX. That about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Hey, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this Monday, everybody, but have a great one, a terrific start to your week, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.